Terry Schilling is the president of the American Principles Project, and he joins me now. Terry, welcome back to the show. It's good to see you. Is there any chance this ban comes here? Now, I understand it would have to be on a state-by-state basis. Is that correct?
Well, thanks so much for having me, Stu. I love coming on. It does not actually have to be on a state-by-state basis, although that's how it's been playing out over the past 5 years. Right now, 24 states, mostly red states, there's a few purple ones in there, have banned these procedures entirely for minors, anyone under 18. But what we're seeing on the blue state side is actually much more troubling. The blue states are actually weaponizing the government to go after and to actually force parents to go along with this. Some states, like California, Washington, and Minnesota, are so extreme and radical that they will transition children who escape their parents' custody in a red state and transition them in their blue states. And so this is ramping up. It's definitely polarized, and the next presidential election is going to determine the future of this movement.
It seems like it's a somewhat similar situation to abortion. Red states tend to be down on abortion and down on trans and puberty blockers. Blue states are open season. There's a real cultural split in America, right?
Well, that's exactly right. However, Stu, my organization, APP, we've actually done 12 focus groups across the top 4 swing states in America. And we've sat down with suburban women and black voters and Hispanic voters. And the one thing they all agree on, right? Suburban women, they're woke and pretty progressive and leftist on every issue. The one thing they all agree on, though, is that children should not be able to get sex change procedures or chemical castration drugs. This was abundantly clear. And actually, I think that this transgender issue protecting minors from the industry is a great way to help stave off the political losses from abortion with suburban women this fall.
It just seems very hard for me to understand that we would allow young people, young teens, to do a double mastectomy, for example, or to take hormones which reverse their puberty. I find it very hard to believe that people will support that.
Well, Stu, they don't. The only people in this country that really support it are transgender industry activists that are being paid to do it, and also politicians that have been fooled and misled. But the vast majority of the American people are against it.
Who's paying them to suggest this?
Well, there's a whole industry now, and this is one thing that we're trying to get out, but there's over we did a project with Grandview Research, and they estimated that the puberty blocker, the pharmaceutical end, and the surgery end of this industry is over $4.12 billion annually, right? And that's a lot of money to be able to throw around back into PR efforts and lobbying. And so it's the surgeries, it's the hormone companies, it's everything. The hospital systems are all in. You saw the video from Vanderbilt, I'm sure, just a few years ago, talking about how much money they can make. These surgeries, Stu, for the full transition, they can cost upwards of $140,000. That's a lot of money per person.
It sure is. Terry, thanks for joining us this morning. An important subject. Appreciate it. Thanks, Terry.